Hello friends, Argentina are World Cup champions. Lionel Messi finally has his trophy. But what happened during the game? Well, quite a lot happened. So join me as we go through some of the major talking points that surrounded this game, because there is a lot to go through. What a cracking game. We have so much to be talking about, so join me. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it with a like and subscribe if you haven't for more content like this coming very soon. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well so that you never ever miss an upload. Let's talk about Argentina beating France in the World Cup final. They are World Cup champions. This has to be the greatest World Cup final that I have ever seen. It was everything. It had drama, it had goals, it had amazing challenges, it had a comeback, it had just fantastic players, specifically Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe. But we'll get into some of those in just a second. The game ended 3-3 after extra time, and boy, what a game it was. There is so much to unpack, so we're going to get into it in just a second. But the game finished 4-2 on penalties. Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe obviously scoring both of theirs, but it was Dybala and Paredes who really shot Argentina through, and it was also the saves of Emi Martinez who made sure that Argentina would come out on top and become World Cup champions. Lionel Messi has become the greatest footballer in the world, winning everything and completing football. He is arguably the greatest to have ever played the game, and I really do think that that has to be taken into consideration. There was a lot of people saying that he needed to win a World Cup to be called the greatest, and now he has, and I definitely believe that he is that player. As we move down, we can have a look and see the attacking momentum bar, and it's very strange. It was very much an Argentina game. It was all Argentina. France weren't really in it at all. You can see the attacking momentum bars. Argentina go 2-0 up in this period of time, and you see and you think that that's over, and then a penalty call in around about the 80th minute made it 2-1 to Argentina, and then Kylian Mbappe coming to life towards the end of the game, making it 2-2, going to extra time, and it just got crazier from there. When we have a look at some of the major player performances, there are so many things that need to be said. I thought Enzo Fernandez did an absolutely sensational job of really being a one-man defence against France for Argentina. The way he shuffled the ball across and the way he made sure that going forwards it was a tight-knit affair and making sure that they had a lot of defensive stability. I thought it was brilliant. Yes, they started in something of a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2, especially when they went into defensive positions. But really, Angel Di Maria was one of the star players for me. He had Koundé on toast. He was absolutely fantastic, cutting left, cutting right, making those correct decisions to pass to Julian Alvarez, who was also fantastic. Alexis McAllister in this midfield was brilliant, and I thought that France really didn't get to grip with the midfield. McAllister, Rodrigo de Paul and Enzo Fernandez dominated the ball for about 80 minutes, and it's only once they started to get tired, once France started to have a sniff of the ball, that they really started to struggle. Lionel Messi obviously getting 2 goals, one being a penalty, one being the goal that he scored in extra time. It's just, this game had everything, and if you ever have a chance to watch the highlights, I implore you do so. We need to talk about France a little bit as well, because I was extremely disappointed in the way that they played. I thought this was going to be an easy Argentina win, but little did I know, Kylian Mbappe coming up with the 3 goals, making him the only player to score a hat-trick in a World Cup final since Sir Geoff Hurst in 1966. What a record that is, but he still is on the losing side, and that I think is down to the way his team performed. I think he wasn't really in the game, but I think that was down to the way that his team just didn't get into the match themselves. Rabiot and Tchouaméni really struggled to dominate that midfield, and I put that down to a number of things. I said, and I made a video previewing France for this World Cup, and I said why France will not win the World Cup is their lack of midfield dominance, and that really came into play in this final. I didn't think they got hold of the ball at all. I didn't think they managed to get close enough to Argentina, who had more energy, more pace, more power, and they really had just the better cutting edge throughout almost the entirety of the game. It's only later on, once Mbappe started to get the goals, that France ever had any belief. Ousmane Dembélé was absolutely appalling, being substituted in the 40th minute, and it was Olivier Giroud who came off with him. Just appalling performances. Jules Koundé really had a bad time of it, but I don't blame him because of the lack of defensive cover that Dembélé gave him. Theo Hernandez was okay going forwards, but Kylian Mbappe didn't also help him going the other way, and it was defensively that I think later in the game France were really absent. Rafa Varane going off injured in the latter stages of extra time, bringing on Konate, it brought them forwards a little bit, but I do think that France just struggled to get into the game, and they struggled to really have any kind of dominance. And again, like I say, that was down a lot to the way that Enzo Fernandez, McAllister and Rodrigo de Paul really dominated the game. France's lack of coordination in midfield, their lack of real presence was their downfall. Antoine Griezmann is one more player that I just want to talk about. I didn't think he had any impact in the game. He drifted out to this right-hand side a couple of times, allowing Rabiot to go forwards, and they really became a 4-3-3 with Tchouaméni coming in as a holding centre mid. But it was Tchouaméni and the lack of domination that he had in the game that I thought really hurt France. Let's go into the stats and let's go and have a look at them, because there is so much to talk about this game. As you can see, Argentina pretty much dominating everything. At around about the 60th minute, France hadn't had a shot on target or a shot on goal at all. Just generally, just not being in the game whatsoever. Argentina had expected goals of 3.34, France with 2.24, and it just really was Argentina's game. 10 shots on target, Lloris made a couple of good saves. 5 shots on target for France. You can see Argentina really dominated this game, but it was through the penalty taking from Kylian Mbappe and through the ability of them really to just make something out of nothing. They really struggled to create chances against this Argentina team, apart from when obviously the end came about and Argentina started to get a little bit tired. 5 big chances for Argentina. If we scroll down, we can have a look at the duels won as well. We can see that France, although they won more of the duels, it clearly wasn't right in the right areas or in the proper places to really be taking it. Clearances, Argentina had 20, and really overall it was Argentina who I'd say were by far the better team for most of it. I think they just played the better game. They were the better team, and they deserve to be a few more goals up, I would say, especially with the way that they really dominated the ball, the way they dominated the game, and just, yeah, the way that they were able to really take it to France. They won those midfield duels more often than not. France, yes, with some moments from magic of Kylian Mbappe getting those penalties, making sure he converts them, and also making those darting runs, but they were very few and far between, and overall, on the balance of play, I think the correct team won. It obviously went to penalties. Everyone knows that it can always go both ways on penalties, but it ended up going Argentina's way. It ended up going Lionel Messi's way, and Lionel Messi has finally won his World Cup. The game finished Argentina 3, France 3, but it was 4-2 on penalties, which means that Argentina are World Cup champions. That's it for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it with a like and subscribe if you haven't, for more content like this coming very soon. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on Argentina winning the World Cup, on that fantastic game, and on Lionel Messi becoming a World Cup champion. Let me know your thoughts. You can let me know your thoughts on Twitter as well. You can find me at Zekko64. That's generally where I post when my videos go live, but of course you can always know that if you hit that notification bell so that you never ever miss an upload. Like I said, that's it from me for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, my friends, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.